entrepreneurs. Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneur Fundamentals. My name is Robert Bitto. Well, the title is a bit emphatic, but I'm not going to scream and yell in this video. This video is a rant video, but we will do it calmly. I'm not a big yeller, and I don't get upset very easily. But let me tell you, lately, I've been seeing that the whole system that our country's based on, capitalism, free market capitalism, free enterprise, has been under assault from all different sides. People think that capitalism is a dirty word. As an entrepreneur, you'll be a capitalist. You'll be a hero of capitalism. You'll be part of the system that built our great country and our civilization. So, what is capitalism? In a basic definition, I'm not looking this up, but the basic definition of capitalism is two parties coming together to make an exchange for mutual benefit. That's the basis of capitalism, and that just expands outward. So, nothing in the definition has anything to do with exploitation. It's voluntary. Two people or two groups of people get together for mutual benefit. Everyone wins. There is no exploitation. What we have in the United States is kind of a, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of version of capitalism. It's not pure capitalism. My definition of capitalism is pure capitalism. And that's what I engage in my business. I get some flack from people because I deal with Latin America. And Latin America is, or has been labeled as poor by people up here in North America, in the United States. First of all, there are a number of different definitions of poverty, okay? When I go down to Latin American countries, whether it's the bad part of Lima, Peru, or a small town in Brazil, or Mazatepe, Nicaragua, or Toluca, Mexico, or wherever I go, the people who supply me with merchandise are very, very happy to be supplying me with merchandise. It's a mutually beneficial exchange. If I were to go down to Latin America like an imperialist and make demands of people, my business would have closed down, in December of 1999 instead of being around for 17 years. You don't do that in business. It's counterintuitive anyway to human nature. You're not going to go someplace and say, you owe me this, and push people around like that. Most people are not like that, unless you're a sociopath or something. You're going to want to benefit, and you're going to want the other person to be happy too. I can tell you hundreds of stories about times where I have not made a deal, and it's because it wasn't mutually beneficial to me or to the other person. I can't exploit people. It's impossible. And I can't be exploited by the people I deal with down there, although sometimes I feel like it. But if I really want the stuff, then I'm going to pay. And usually the people down in Latin America set the prices for me. I don't go down there dictating any prices. So if we come together and meet, then we're all happy. And I've been lucky because I've been doing this for so long that I can see the fruits of capitalism, of my business, and what my business has done for these people. And I have perspective and can see what dealing with the people I deal with what it's all done for me. Okay, my life is enriched. Their lives are enriched. Capitalism rewards people who provide value. Okay. That family in Mexico who now can add an addition to their house so that relatives from the country can move in, they provided value to me. So I transferred money to them. then I sell their merchandise and I make my customers happy. One part of my mission statement is we delight our customers. Yes, I do delight my customers with the stuff that I buy. And I'm providing value to people. So my providing value to people allows me to drive a nice car and live in a nice place. That didn't fall from the sky. I provided value. I worked hard to make that happen. There's no exploitation here. I can't, for the life of me, figure out where the whole idea in this country came from that the wealthy are somehow bad, that good ambition is somehow bad, and that people who have worked their entire lives and have amassed a fortune somehow need to cough it up to people who have no idea what a work ethic even is. And so that's why you will find a lot of people, or most people who are entrepreneurs, they're not socialists, because they realize that, yeah, you know what? You can make a lot of money in this country if you provide value to people and if you work really, really hard. Okay? That is the component. You can, if you're dumb, you can outwork pretty much anybody if you're willing to do it. It has nothing to do with innate smarts or anything. If you are determined and you can work hard, then it's going to come to you. And the whole thing about capitalism being an invention of the imperialist West, I don't know. I don't know where that comes from too. It comes from either. It may come from the whole narrative that a certain political class wants to foist upon everybody. You know, that certain people have what they have because they stole it from other people. Not that they earned it or provided value or solved a problem. But they took it from people, and that's only a Western thing, and even further, a white thing? Psh. I had an argument with a Mexican-American socialist. Well, she called herself a communist, socialist, lesbian, women's rights activist. You know, she had a long list of things. And she was complaining about capitalism and the domination and all of this stuff of, you know, that whole system and how it's bad. I asked her if she ever read Bernal Diaz. He was accompanying Cortés when Cortés entered Tenochtitlan, the capital city of the Aztecs. And there are other first-hand accounts of the Aztec Empire at the time of the arrival of the Spanish. The Aztec Empire in Tenochtitlan, later renamed Mexico City, had a vast market called Tlatelolco. And some of the conquistadors, the Spaniards, who had been to Constantinople, who had been to Rome and other great cities in Europe, were amazed at the market at Tlatelolco. They were astounded about how smoothly it ran and all of the goods that were available there. So what was going on in this marketplace? The voluntary exchange of goods. No coercion. The voluntary exchange of goods. And that has been happening since the beginning of human history. We have had trade. We have had people coming together for mutual benefit. I don't know why it's being demonized, but capitalism is glorious, and we can all benefit. That's another thing. There's not one person wins, that means other people lose. It's not a zero-sum game. You can earn and you can win too. You just have to work, and you have to provide value to somebody. That's about it. Please like and subscribe. I hope you learned something. Leave your comments below, and thank you for your attention. Remember to always work hard, and may all of your entrepreneurial dreams come true.